Howdy folks, thanks for coming here and checking out this Fallout 76 video. C.A.M.P Pets are currently available to playtest over on the PTS, and with the inclusion of our two new furry friends, there's definitely been some mixed opinions on them coming to the game. So today we'll be heading over to check them out, give you my own thoughts, and to showcase how they'll work when they arrive at the end of the year. So before we hop on over and check out some footage, the PTS patch notes were updated to include the addition of C.A.M.P Pets, so let's quickly read through and see what it says. As we can see here, PTS update notes 30th of September, C.A.M.P Pets. Say hello to our two new fuzzy friends who will help bring your camp to life. We're excited to bring C.A.M.P Pets to Fallout 76, starting with a cat and a dog. And yes, you can pet them. You can find your C.A.M.P Pet in the newly updated Dweller's Workshop tab, and spawn them by placing the corresponding spawning furniture for the cat or dog, a cat bed or a dog house. Once placed, the animal will follow you around your camp, ideally walk, sit in their furniture, and use their own cat scratcher or digging in their doggy bone mound. The latter furniture items must be placed before they actually can use them, and currently are found in the miscellaneous workshop tab. C.A.M.P Pets will not follow you in the world, they are just that, a camp pet. You cannot have more than one at a time, but you can have one pet and one ally at your camp. They will not, however, be available in your shelter. To interact with your new friend, walk up to them and press the interaction buttons that you will see when they are close. Interact for the pet commands, customize for dress up, and edit name to call them what you'd like. Other players will not see your pet's name. Through pet commands, you can have them sit, speak, and of course pet them through the emote style window. Dress up your pet by crafting their collars at the armor workbench in the headwear section, then use the customize interaction to place them on your friend. As well as being a cute dweller in your camp, they will also bring you an item every so often. This pet treasure system allows your fuzzy friends to show their love to you by bringing you a little treat. We hope you enjoy the C.A.M.P Pet feature as much as we did creating it. Keep an eye out for more pets in the future. So on paper, this seems very straightforward. Like any ally, you'll be able to place down either a cat or a dog, and over time, they'll be able to fetch you things and simply be a fun little companion to have at your camp. However, taking a closer look at these furry companions, and once I placed down either my cat or my dog, I instantly thought to myself,
amazing!
But then shortly after, the hype and excitement quickly faded away, because upon getting a clear confirmation from the patch notes, these camp pets are exactly that, pets that will only stay at your camp and won't follow you around the world. Now, don't get me wrong, myself and many others in the community have been eagerly awaiting pets to arrive in Fallout 76 for a very long time, and when they were initially delayed or what felt like cancelled back in 2021, it definitely came as a disappointment, because for many of us who were dropping nukes and killing Scorchbeast Queens and Fallout, we're seeing our friends over in ESO and the Elder Scrolls running around on their horses and having their pets follow them around the world, and we thought to ourselves, why can't we have that too? But finally the day has arrived, and as fun as they are to have, and I know this is just the PTS and things can always change, but they do come with their limitations. To give you a brief overview, and as already mentioned, you'll either be able to place down a cat or a dog at your camp by heading over to the Dwellers tab in the build menu and placing down a cat basket or a dog house. Once they spawn into the world, you'll have the option to either pet them, and to be honest, I feel that this animation needs a little bit of work because it definitely felt like I was petting the air rather than my cat or dog. You'll then be able to tell them to sit, and also finally you'll also be able to tell them to speak, so basically bark or meow. Following on from that, you'll then be able to place down a scratching post for your cat, and from my own experience, and maybe others had better luck than I did, but I felt that my cat literally had no interest in the scratching post, and then even the scratching post jail cell that I eventually built around him to try and entice him to use at least one of them, nope, not a single one. And then I thought to myself that maybe he might be a bit camera shy, or maybe he might be experiencing performance anxiety, so I ran out the front door and waited outside, and after taking a peek back inside, his lack of enthusiasm spoke volumes. However, when it came to my dog, his enthusiasm was the total opposite, and upon placing down the corresponding dog mound so that he could dig, he instantly ran outside to investigate and started digging. And in the interest of science, I thought he might have the same reaction as my cat. I placed down multiple mounds around my camp, and well, he might have gotten a bit overwhelmed from all of the excitement and actually started digging at all of them, which is interesting. Now, the one thing I want to touch on is that not only will these furry friends be a cute distraction, they'll also be able to fetch you items over time, and not just any items, but they'll be able to gather scrip and legendary items. As we can see from these data mine files, your pets will apparently collect scrip and legendary loot over time, and all of these have a percentage chance depending on the scrip and legendary items that they gather. Now, for the purpose of testing and science, I waited quite a long time for something to happen. I fast traveled away and completed a few side quests, and when I returned I ended up with absolutely nothing. So it does appear that it might take quite a while before you find any scrip or legendary items deposited into your inventory, and considering that they do have a percentage chance, it does make sense. But if you've also been playtesting this and managed to gather any items, let me know below in the comments. Moving on, the last couple of features that currently come with these pets is that you'll be able to rename them, which is actually pretty cool, and you'll also be able to customize them with unique C.A.M.P Pets apparel. As of now, and when you head over to an armor workbench, you'll be able to craft either a cat collar or a dog collar, and I personally like this addition because eventually when we have more items added into the game that we can actually customize them with, it will definitely help us with adding our own unique touch to our pets. So overall, and to give you my own thoughts, I have to say I really like this feature, as it has been something I've personally wanted to see in the game for a very long time, but I really feel and I hope that it will be expanded upon, because once I placed my pet down and did everything, the excitement kind of faded away. Yes, it's kind of fun and cute to pet them and see them sit and roll over and all of that kind of stuff, and I know that this is just the PTS, it's still early days, and we'll probably have additional pets that will be added in the future. But beyond the cute and fun factor, the only real benefit to this is that they'll be able to provide us with another source for gathering scrip and legendaries, which I suppose is a win. So in reality, the only negative about this system is that they'll unfortunately not be able to follow you around the world. But I will give them some extra credit, because if you have a dog at your camp and when you arrive back, your dog will instantly run out to greet you, which in my own opinion will never get old. However, that's everything for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on the new C.A.M.P Pets feature and what we discussed here today. And as always, if you did find today's video informative, consider giving the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. To our channel members and subscribers, thank you for your continued support and helping the channel to grow. If you're picking up anything over on the Bethesda Gear Store and you'd like to support the channel, you can use my creator code BT76Tesla until October 8th to receive 20% off your entire purchase. Until next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, welcome to Vault 93, and I'll catch you all in the next video.